Hi everyone, this is Aaron. It is Thursday night. It's Thursday night at 10:54 p.m. And one thing that you might not know about this week is that it is Nurses Week. So I do want to say Happy Nurses Week to my fellow nurses. Whether you are a telemetry nurse or an ICU nurse or a nurse anesthetist or on the administrative side of things, thanks for being part of my nursing journey and Happy Nurses Week. The thing about nurses is that a lot of times people say that there's an art to nursing. They say it's like a science and an art to being a nurse. And the reason why they say that is because there's the science of nursing, right? Like you need to know how the human body works. You need to know about all the drugs. But the art of nursing is knowing how to be personable and knowing how to do dressing changes, actually physically doing stuff with your hands. It's not all intellectual, you have to put it into practice with your hands. And so that's the art of nursing. I think that a lot of nurses are more artistic than what they admit. I believe that, I guess I'd like to consider myself as on the artistic side. And so what I did recently was I took this survey. It was a survey called "What's Your Creative Type?" And I don't really like surveys. I think that a lot of times these personality quizzes or these personality tests, they're just there to make you feel good. And so I don't really put too much weight into it. But this one, intrigued me because it was by this company called Adobe. Adobe is a company that makes computer programs, artistic software. I guess they're known most famous maybe for Photoshop, maybe? Is that what they're most famous for? Anyways, they put out this quiz on the internet and I took the quiz. I wanted to find out what my creative type was. And it's really short. It's a really short quiz. I think there's only 10 questions. And so automatically I'm okay, this is dumb because how much can you really know after answering 10 questions worth? And so I took the quiz and it turns out that my creative type is the adventurer. I'm going on adventures. And so the way they described the adventurer, artistic type, creative type, is that this person has a lot of curiosity and this person has high creative output. The weakness of the adventurer is that they have problems committing to their artistic creative projects. And so I'm thinking to myself, I'm okay, is that really me? And I hate to say it, but yeah, I guess I kind of fall into that stereotype where, I want to believe that I have a lot of creative energy. I mean, I'm trying to do this, right? So I consider this a creative outlet for me, at least right now. I have the blog, I have a couple podcasts. I don't know. I guess I do have a lot of creative energy. I guess I'm sort of a curious person. I like to learn about new things. I like to read. I like to see what other people are creating. And if you ever create something, share it with me. I'd love to see that stuff. And yeah, I agree. My weakness is that I have a hard time committing to one thing and sticking with it. I guess that means that I got to continue making these live videos if I'm gonna work on my adventurer type. The funny thing about the adventurer type is that they I guess about the quiz, they pair you up with somebody. They say, oh, if you want to improve your creativity, then you should match up with this person. And so the funny thing is that they matched me up with what they consider to be the artist, okay, another creative type called the artist. And it turns out that that creative person is Jess. Jess took the quiz, and she was the artist. And so I guess we're a good match. I guess we need to keep doing more creative things. We have a podcast, SVRGN. I will put a link in the show notes, and I will also put a link to this quiz so that you can take it. And I want you to tell me what your creative type is, if you think that it's true or if you think that it's just a bunch of baloney. Thanks for watching these videos. Yesterday, I gave recommendations for a study Bible. I updated the show notes in that video so you can read some blog posts that I have about those Bibles and where you can find them. I will not be doing a live video tomorrow. Have a great weekend. I'll see you sometime next week because I gotta commit to this, right? So I'll see you sometime then. Good night.